Jesus, look at that just random girl over there. Look how fucking beautiful is everybody is out here. That's a 4 in LA. I shouldn't say that, man. Nobody knows her. Look at her. That's a dog walker. Okay, that's a fucking supermodel in Rhode Island. All right, how you doing? This is Bill Burr. It's time for another wonderful tour of a city. And guess what? We're doing LA again. And I know what you're thinking. How many fucking times can you do LA? As many times as I want to. All right, what do you think about that? There's a whole bunch of, this is like a Travel Channel thing. There's just so many flavors out here, so many different parts of the city. Today we're going to go out to Pasadena, which is this way. Then we're going to check out the Rose Bowl. Then we're going to check out the Coliseum, USC campus, and then UCLA. Going to show you some of the sports stuff out here. And no, this isn't my car. I know what you're thinking. Wow, nice upgrade from the Prius. It's a rental. It's a rental. BMW 3 Series. You know, you gotta love the rental. Over here we have Christmas trees. Right? Look at that. See, we celebrate Christmas out here. My mom was a kid. My mother, I asked her how Santa Claus delivered the goods. Well, how does he deliver the presents when he's in Florida? And she's like, by helicopter. And I believed her. You know? Hope no kids are watching this. Spoiler alert, he doesn't exist. I think the first 26 lies out of 30 that my mother told me were all about Santa Claus. Just right out of the gate, you didn't fucking buy it. I remember one time we went to the mall. And this is after I already knew it was bullshit. That the guy didn't exist. I mean, the whole thing's weird anyways, right? He's up there with all those little elves. Like those elves don't have... And there's no such thing as an elf. It's a fucking midget. What you're supposed to say now is a little person. So he's up there with all these little people who are up there, you know, freezing their asses off with their little fucking stubby fingers. And, you know, they have needs too. You know, they're up there making toys. Was there ever any female ones? There wasn't in the beginning. Then Hollywood just started putting the fucking broads in there just to make everybody happy. Obama won, Hollywood. Are you happy? Oh, here's the Christmas house right here. I don't know if these people are related, but they all went shopping at the same place. Those are two separate houses. Did I show you that last year? If you come out here to LA and you want to get a breakfast burrito, I know the goddamn place. I will show you a place, my friend, and my lady friends, right here. That right there, that Taco Villa Corona. Looks like a little hole in the wall. It'll change your life. Get a breakfast burrito there. Either go with the bacon or the sausage, which really goes against my diet that I'm on. Dude, this diet's it's ridiculous.
Is it?
Yeah. I've been joking about it on my podcast. I say, eat like a rabbit, shit like a horse. I'm telling you, dude, 3 times a day. 3 times a day. You just like, it's weird. All of a sudden, like, you really have to build your life around eating in bathrooms. I opened a liquor store out here, by the way. Decided to call it Bill's Liquor. I figured if I had my last name, it would just be a paparazzi fest. Glendale. This has a very high Armenian population, and I believe, who's that girl who fucking blew that guy who wasn't really famous, but was more famous than him, and they made a video, and now she's fucking Kanye? Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, there you go. I heard that they were from out here, with their jet black hair, you know? She really is fucking beautiful. If she hadn't been fucked by everything that raps out here, you know? But she's probably still clean, you know? That's probably a good thing. She's experienced. She just doesn't seem like a giver. Like, how many Grammys do you need to have before she'd actually blow you and actually do, like, a decent job rather than, you know? I think in a tough month, I could maybe get a hand job from her, but she wouldn't look at me. She'd just be looking away, like, rolling her eyes, constantly rolling her eyes, letting me know that she was above it. Probably caused me to have a performance problem before I psych myself up. Like, fuck you, I've done stand-up specials. And just will the heart on to come back. That's disgusting. First no Santa Claus, and now that. Wonder if Kanye's gonna get mad at me. I don't care, because I'm not a fan. Gonna go to the mall in the fucking bathroom stall, and you can fucking ba all. What's the deal with Kanye? It's funny, since his jaw got broken too, he always looks mildly upset, doesn't he? Kind of has like that Bruce Springsteen. But Bruce has an eager. That's actually, I worked in a dental office. That's called a class 3 bite, where you had the underbite. Class 2 is what you want. Class 1 is like a Freddie Mercury. See that? You learned something, didn't you? Those dudes are no joke. Armenians, I'm telling you. Like if they were ever gonna, I think I talked about this before. If they were ever gonna have a white people fight to the death between nationalities, I believe the last 2 groups standing would be Armenians and Russians. I don't know what the deal is with them. I thought fucking Irish guys and Scottish guys were maniacs, which they definitely are. But I'm telling you, they need to make the Armenian train spotting at some fucking point. And I guarantee you there's going to be a bunch of shaved heads grappling. These guys are no joke. I think half the fucking women out here could put me in the triangle, and there's absolutely nothing I could do about it. So we're on our way out to the Rose Bowl. Now, those of you who listen to my podcast, the Monday morning podcast with yours truly, I talk about every year how I don't do stand-up New Year's Eve anymore. I did it for like the first 15, 16 years of my career. And it's a great paying gig, but it's a nightmare. You know, people are hammered. They don't know how to hold their alcohol. You got a 30% chance they're going to hand out the noisemakers before you even go on stage. So the whole time you're up there, somebody that thing and that type of stuff. And there's no comeback for that. And a lot of clubs want you to stop with 10 minutes to go and just stand up there like a tool and do the fucking countdown. And then everybody's fucking, you know, kissing each other and drinking out of like plastic champagne glasses. And then you're supposed to go, okay, back to my act for like the final 10 minutes. And it's just horrible. So I decided to work twice as hard in December and then take New Year's off. I always work an extra weekend in December. Although I didn't do it this year. I did it more like in October. And I take it off. And then every year I go to the Rose Bowl. And we're going to see what that venue looks like next. I actually, every time when I drive out here, I get excited. Because this is, you know, even when it's not the Rose Bowl, because I've had so many great times. This is going to be my 5th year in a row going to the Rose Bowl. Fucking Wisconsin's in it again. If they lose 3 years in a row, they're on their way to being the college version of the Buffalo Bills. No offense to you people out there in Niagara. There's the fucking bridge I go over every year as I go on my way to fucking Joey B's house. Did I miss it? This is the Rose Bowl right here. Sorry. See this and what they actually, this is all the bleachers are already set up for the Tournament of Roses. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. A lot of football fans, they don't realize that aside from the Rose Bowl itself, the game, that there's the big parade, Tournament of Roses, and there's all those floats. For you sports fans, it's basically that shit at the end of Animal House. And here we go, right here. This is where the excitement starts to build when we come in to the Rose Bowl. They have a big flea market here today. There it is right there, the Rose Bowl. Granddaddy of them all. And this place holds over 100,000 people. So every year we pull in here. We're all excited. We got 4 fucking people and enough booze to feed an army. It's the greatest thing ever. As opposed to sitting there doing jokes with people with noisemakers and doing a countdown, we're sitting here on a golf course the next day, bringing in the new year, getting absolutely inebriated, having learned nothing from the past 365 days. I don't know if you can see right over here is the actual Rose Bowl itself. And I don't know, you really owe it to yourself at some point to go to a big college game, especially if you're from the East Coast or a professional sports town. You have no idea what it sounds like. Over 100,000 people absolutely losing their shit, usually over some rivalry that's been going on for 80 years. So let's go check out the stadium. This is a very famous area here. This is right as you check out all these. These are all the some of the programs. I have that program right there, the 97th Rose Bowl. I went there. Obviously, the 100th one's coming up, and this is a very famous gate here. I believe last year, 24 USC and UCLA fans had a nice knife fight here after a game. You know, sports fans out here in LA. I believe a father of two was kicked in the face over here by a Raiders fan. You know, because they're about the game out here. They know how to talk trash, you know. Somebody actually last year took a baby and just punted it. First try, went right into that basket. It was incredible. It was a great way to celebrate all things sports and what it's like to be a sports fan. LA fans, they're phenomenal people. Fucking I can't wait. I can't wait. You know, it's something, I don't know. You wake up shit-faced, like hungover, you feel like an asshole. But if you wake up sober and then you start drinking, you can actually trick yourself into believing you're not an alcoholic. All right, so here we are, granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. We come here every year. Now this thing, every Sunday, if you're ever out here, they have this insane flea market. I mean, look at this. As far as the eyes can see, people come from all around to hawk the crap that they built in their garage, or maybe was loaned to them, or maybe their grandmother died and they have a brooch they want to give to somebody. You go in there, they got all kinds of stuff. They actually have an early admission fee, so you can jump on. There's actually, I heard there's a lot of nice stuff out here. My girl's gonna kill me if she finds out that I'm out here, because she's been trying to get me to come out here forever. But I'm always watching football on Sundays, but the Pats don't play till Monday night. All I care about is watching the Jets lose. I enjoy that. I enjoy watching the Lakers lose. I enjoy that. I really enjoy that. Those two franchises never win another game that would really make me happy. But let's walk around and check out some of the flea market crap. But if you can see, look how small that stadium, as far as like how high it goes. You wouldn't think that you could jam 100,000 people in there. And I guarantee you, when you go in there, because you will go in there, because you will be inspired by this. If I can just inspire one person to do this. You're going to be sitting there going, there's no fucking way there's 100,000 people. And you have about 27 more beers if you're like me. You know, maybe get into a couple altercations verbally, of course, not physically, because you're a pussy. At some point, the announcer will be like,
today's attendance, 103,427. We want to thank all of you for drinking responsibly, except for that red-headed cunt sitting down in the end zone seats. Put your shirt back on, you're blinding people with your pasty torso.
All right, let's go into the flea market. You know, you can't say that the advertising isn't there when you have flea right in it, you know? Flea-bitten dog, piece of shit. There's got to be a Seinfeld joke in there. I mean, it says flea right in the name. So I just paid the $8 a whack for me and my cameraman. Got $4 change. Huh? Why is Thomas Jefferson on the $2 bill? You know, after everything he did, why was that? Was that because of that chick Sally he was banging? Not only did he cheat on his wife, he's banging a slave. You're on the $2 bill. But Hamilton, that pussy, who actually started the fight with Aaron Burr, and what, because you lose, you get to be on the $10 bill? So basically what? If Jefferson lost the fucking duel, he would have been on the 10, you know? But if Hamilton banged a booty dancer, all of a sudden he's on the $2 bill? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. But let's go into the flea market, all right? How do you get a kid to believe in this fucking guy with that ridiculous getup in this weather? Look at this weather. Look at the sun. How you doing?
Hi. Good, thank you.
When you go to a flea market, one of the first things you're going to recognize is the amount of people who are just hopelessly trapped in a relationship they don't want to be in. I'm not saying everybody here isn't happy. There's a lot of people standing around looking at belts and fucking shitty jewelry. Wow, look at that. You see those spices? All right, you know what, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually a really good flea market. Look at these spices here. You guys could take in the smells here. This is insane. I'm not even joking, this is awesome. But you know, I don't like it, it's out in the open. Like, I'm not one of those guys who goes to the salad bar, you know, we have the sneeze glass. That just means people sneeze. And you know, when you sneeze, it's like buckshot. It goes everywhere, okay? So, this is incredible. This is the type of stuff people used to sail all around the world for it, all right? And they would capture indigenous people and make them put it on the boat for them. All that horrible stuff that they skipped over in history class. And now, because the wonderful of modern times, someone like me, you know, can just waddle up like a tub of shit and just get whatever I want. Smoked paprika, Hungarian paprika. I don't like that it's out in the open. I don't condone that. Oh, once again, pot is legal out here. So we got here late, sun's going down. Most of the shit's been picked through. They got a lot of stuff here. Did you see back there? That lady was selling sheets. Like Bed Bath & Beyond quality sheets right next to some spices. And the guy on the other side had these custom skulls you could buy. Most of the stuff that's here, this is the stuff whenever you go to move and you start packing up stuff, you're like, why the fuck did I ever buy that? Oh, hey, come here. Let's see if we can see a little bit of the field. This is the amazing thing, like how bigger people are. Like this is the tunnel that they built to help a part of 100,000 people walking into it. If you're claustrophobic, this isn't something you kind of want to do right around kickoff because it's just jam-packed with people. But that's the deal. You go down there and everyone starts screaming and yelling, and it's the best. It's just the best. I don't know if you can get that. Can't see any of the field. Oh, but you know what you can't see? Look at the seats there. Look how close they are together. See that? Hear that? That's the sound of victory. That's old school sports right there. Old school sports right there. Old school sports. They just don't make that stuff anymore, you know? So, all right, that concludes the flea market part. Let's get the fuck out of here and go over to where are we going? USC? USC. Wouldn't be the Rose Bowl without some roses. And there you go. And unfortunately, there's going to be a bunch of drunks peeing on those because the line at the porta potty is going to be too long. All right? You see that? You didn't want to know that, did you? But every once in a while, you gotta peek behind the curtain. Look how gorgeous it is. It's an absolute shame what me and 100,000 other drunks are going to do to this golf course in about 2 weeks. All right, let's go to USC. All right, how you doing? Why am I looking down on you? I'll tell you why, because I'm going to show you something, one of the most iconic things you're ever going to see in sports right there. The facade to the LA Memorial Coliseum. First 2 Super Bowls were played here. I don't know when the hell this thing was built. Holds 100,000 people. This is where the USC Trojans play. I went to a game here, I think in '96. They played the Huskers a long time ago. They had the Olympics here in '84. Carl Lewis. And another one, I don't know, in like the 1930s. But what I love about this is the first 2 Super Bowls were played here. And it's, as far as I know, neither one of them sold out. It wasn't even called the Super Bowl. It was the AFL NFL title game before they had joined leagues, before Joe Willie beat him in Super Bowl III. So come on, man, look at that. During the Olympics, they had the flame lit right up there. A couple of headless bodies here to let you know you're in LA and you got to watch your back. Now, right, as iconic as that is, believe it or not, over there, that is the, well, I can't remember the name of it. That's the LA, the hell is the name of that place? I literally got to look it up on my phone. We got to show people this so they don't think that I'm like I know everything here about them. Oh, the LA Sports Arena. I actually went there in 1997, February of 97. I know I brought this up in my podcast. I saw the LA Clippers, who were playing there, played the Philadelphia 76ers during Allen Iverson's rookie years before he had the cornrows. And believe it or not, Biggie Smalls was in the crowd. And I stood like this far away from him. He was wearing all purple. I remember that, like this purple, like, you know, purple's the color of royalty, or a pimp, one or the other. This big purple pimp coat on. And Iverson got benched. I think he was showing off. I remember he threw a half-court alley-oop in like the 3rd quarter, and that was the last time you saw him. He was still a rookie. But that was the trip, unfortunately, Biggie took out here. I remember a few days later, I was at a... Well, I guess I didn't hear the night he got shot. The next morning, the late, great Patrice O'Neal. 2 greats in that story, not with us anymore. He called me to tell me that he got shot. But the Lakers actually played there from like 60 to 67 or 68 before they went to the LA Forum, which is another one I got to show you. It's so funny that as like a Boston fan, how much I hate these teams, but like I got total respect for this. I mean, that is the shit right there. I'm a UCLA fan. You know, I don't like USC, but come on, man, you can't fuck with that. So you come out here to LA, you owe it to yourself. Try to go to the Rose Bowl. Try to go to the Memorial Coliseum, and I don't know what goes on here anymore. This is what I love about this thing, old sports arenas. Look how fucking ugly that place is. You know what I mean? There's nothing sexy about that. You think Britney Spears is going to be singing halftime in that thing? Is that too old a reference? Whatever the new whore is. I don't know. Was it Lady Gaga? I can't keep up with it. But back then, only sports fans went there. You could smoke a stogie in there. The whole fucking thing before they ruined it. Before they ruined it. And I know, as always, I sound like a crabby old man, but I challenge you to find something uglier than that. Uglier than that. NBA games were played there right until 1999. That's it. Unfortunately, we did run out of sunlight here, so I don't know if we're going to be able to make UCLA. Tell you what, next time, maybe we can do, we'll do the LA Forum. Huh? Hey, tell me where to go when I go down in the hood. A white boy like me. Let me know where I should go. I'll show some stuff down there. I'll get some food. We'll see the LA Forum, and maybe if we have time to go back up to our UCLA place. We'll do that next time, and I'll show you who's that weird-looking guy who had that even weirder-looking daughter that was on that show, 90210. Aaron Spelling's house, and in the Playboy Mansion. This is before, you know, all the corporate sponsors and that type of stuff. Everything was like War Memorial, the Coliseum. They actually have stone here from, what's the stone from? Atlas Olympia in Greece. That one over there is from the Roman Coliseum. But look at the seats. This is how a stadium used to be. Absolutely no bullshit. No luxury boxes. That's how you can pack 100,000 people into a bowl. And look at that squirrel there. You think he's a blood or a crip? All right, on second glance at this thing, the ass is perfect, but I don't like those man hands. You know, but she'd be good to breed with if she had a head. Just because, you know, if you get a son out of that, man, I'm telling you, as long as you thumbs in, as Wayne Previty says, thumbs in. You could have a Gronkowski with that headless woman. At some point, I'll get some advertising on these. Maybe I'll get a little bit of a budget, and I can fly my trusty cameraman out to some godforsaken hellhole in a strip mall that I'm performing at near you. All right, go fuck yourselves. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's no Santa Claus. And, you know, they have needs too. You know, they're up there making toys. Was there ever any female ones? There wasn't in the beginning. Then Hollywood just started putting the fucking broads in there just to make everybody happy. Obama won, Hollywood. Are you happy? Oh, here's the Christmas house right here. I don't know if these people are related, but they all went shopping at the same place. Those are two separate houses. Did I show you that last year? If you come out here to LA and you want to get a breakfast burrito, I know the goddamn place. I will show you a place, my helicopter. And I believed her. You know? Hope no kids are watching this. Spoiler alert, he doesn't exist. I think the first 26 lies out of 30 that my mother told me were all about Santa Claus. Just right out of the gate, you didn't fucking buy it. I remember one time we went to the mall. We went to the mall, and this is after I already knew it was bullshit. That the guy didn't exist. I mean, the whole thing's weird anyways, right? He's up there with all those little elves. Like those elves don't have... And there's no such thing as an elf. It's a fucking midget. What you're supposed to say now is a little person. So he's up there with all these little people who are up there, you know, freezing their asses off with their little fucking stubby fingers. Jesus, look at that just random girl over there. Look how fucking beautiful as everybody is out here. That's a 4 in LA. I shouldn't say that, man. Nobody knows her. Look at her. That's a dog walker. Okay, that's a fucking supermodel in Rhode Island. All right, how you doing? This is Bill Burr. It's time for another wonderful tour of a city. And guess what? We're doing LA again. And I know what you're thinking. How many fucking times can you do LA? As many times as I want to. All right, what do you think about that? There's a whole bunch of, this is like a Travel Channel thing. So there's just so many flavors out here, so many different parts of the city. Today we're gonna go out to Pasadena, which is this way. Then we're gonna check out the Rose Bowl. Then we're gonna check out my friend and my lady friends right here. That right there, that Taco Villa Corona. Looks like a little hole in the wall. It'll change your life. Get a breakfast burrito there. Either go with the bacon or the sausage, which really goes against my diet that I'm on. Dude, this it's ridiculous.
Is it?
Yeah. I've been joking about it on my podcast. I say, eat like a rabbit, shit like a horse. I'm telling you, dude, 3 times a day. 3 times a day. You just like, it's weird. All of a sudden, like, you really have to build your life around eating in bathrooms. I opened a liquor store out here, by the way. Decided to call it Bill's Liquor. I figure if I had my last name, it would just the Coliseum, USC campus, and then UCLA. Going to show you some of the sports stuff out here. And no, this isn't my car. I know what you're thinking. Wow, nice upgrade from the Prius. It's a rental. It's a rental. BMW 3 Series. You know, you got to love the rental. Over here we have Christmas trees. Ba 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 ba. Right? Look at that. See, we celebrate Christmas out here. My mom was a kid. My mother, I asked her how Santa Claus delivered the goods. Well, how does he deliver the presents when he's in Florida? And she's like, by